So this is what we're going to remake. We have 3/8 inch stock, 1/4 inch stock. This is a 464 alloy brass, which is a non-leaded, or otherwise known as naval brass. And the reason we have this as opposed to a standard 360 is that this can be chrome plated. There's the one original T-bolt, we'll call it, 1/4 inch thread. Here's a brass remade version and the matching one. And once these are buffed, polished and buffed and then chrome plated, they'll look pretty good. So the 25 is the one where the bolt or the kick lever, kick plate, was running into part of the spider. I think it may have a lot to do with the length of this particular bolt. This is 2.5 inches, the other one is 2 1/4. What I can do is take something like this. It's just a 1/4 28 fine thread. It's actually 2.5 inch as well. The way the more modern light bolts of this thing were made, so you'd take a hex bolt like this, cut a chamfer on the end, turn down the middle section so it's a little smaller, and then leave a portion of the thread on the end. And this is what the spring rides up and down on the pedal. This is called a collet indexer, sometimes referred to as a spindex. It locks in at each degree on a circle. Rotating to 214 degrees, which was the number that was eventually settled on, I locked the shaft into the vise rather than relying on the indexer, which just makes for a more rigid setup. The holes are necessary because of the amount of torque that's placed on the cam. The cam will slip without some sort of hole or divot for the screw to bite into. Those pocket holes basically make the whole thing act as a lever rather than just a squeezing clamp. It gives a mechanical advantage. The ball bearing measures just a hair over 310. So I want to drill this hole closer to 308. So I'll use a 297 drill bit and then a boring bar to clean it up. I'm going to drill just over half the depth of 310. So maybe 170. There's 160 and 70. Now if I end up going over depth, I can always turn part of this off. I'm right at about 308, just under. I'm going to leave it, clean up the solder edge a little bit. I'm going to heat this up with a blowtorch until it's red. It's going to expand the metal like an exploding donut, which will allow me to insert the ball bearing with very little force, and then it will shrink as it cools down.
Thank you to the anonymous Amazon wishlist supporter who sent me this flex hone brush. It cuts about a 0.5 to 1/1000 per second or two in the drill. And these Teflon bushings are meant to prevent metal on metal contact with the master screw and the mounting bracket. Next up on the to-do list is to weld these shims to the hanger arms. I appreciate you following along, and hopefully you'll tune in next time. And as always, thanks for watching.